Since January, Archie's been working on his changeup, something the Diamondbacks suggested he do. He's hoping it's effective to both right-handed and left-handed batters, and he plans to debut the new pitch next week in the desert. After that humongous win over the Irish, this wall went up in the football office to highlight some of the most important moments of that one-point win over Notre Dame, including plays like the return, the interception, and the play. But some of the players in the Golden Hurricane team say this year, if they beat Oklahoma, that would be even bigger than what they did in South Bend.
I need to talk to John Holcomb about getting a raise.
Whoa! You know, the type of hairstyle a guy has says a lot about his personality, and normally football players don't get a whole lot of publicity for their haircuts, you know, the whole helmet thing. But this week at H.A. Chapman Stadium, one TU player and one OSU player will share more than just a football field. They'll be sharing a hairstyle, the mullets.
Tell him to cut that thing. He takes pride in that thing for some reason. I don't know why. He thinks it look good or whatever it is he's got going on, but that's just the person. That's the kind of person he is.
Thanks, Whedon. Start things. Who doesn't like a mullet, though, really?
OSU lineman Levy Adcock and TU lineman Clint Anderson both sport the messy mane, and they do it proudly.
My mom likes it. My girlfriend likes it. You know, I like it. So it's whatever. It's whatever people think about it. It's a lifestyle.
I don't see many people making fun of him too often, so you know, people may say they do, but I don't think they will.
Levy hasn't cut his hair in a year, and Clint has gone longer than that.
I started in high school, and hopefully it turns into a trend.
Absolutely not. No, mine would be way too red, and yeah, I don't know. The longer it gets, the thinner it looks. So I kind of keep it short for a reason.
Okay, so maybe they're not trendsetters, but they are good players. Maybe the secret is the hair.
I can't tell you my secrets to get hair this beautiful, but I do take care of it.
Hey, this is no time for secrets. It's time for Little Blitzers. The Owasso Rams 6 and under softball team is ready for action. They put on their game faces, check out the field conditions, and are ready to play some ball.
Let's go, Lindsay!
They're armed with cute cleats and a healthy dose of humility as well.
Who's the best pitcher on the team?
I'm pretty sure that might be me.
Now the cute little redhead is Carissa, who's a little shy around the camera, but definitely not shy around a softball.
So Carissa's the best hitter and the best base runner. Does she have the coolest hair?
Yeah. She's a really nice friend to me.
At this age, they play for the love of the game.
Are you getting paid to play softball?
No.
Isn't that kind of a raw deal?
I think so, but I got a lot of money.
The Rams had the bats working all night long. The action was so fierce it was hard to take your eyes off the game.
Who's winning? You got a little something right here, right chin, right underneath.
While watching the Rams, I learned about proper hydration.
What flavor is that?
Bubblegum.
Bubble? Is that what all the pros use? Yeah. You know, it's probably going to turn your mouth blue.
Yeah.
If they were to dunk water on you, would you be pretty upset?
I am very sweaty, so it wouldn't matter.
I don't like to say that I have limitations. I just have to work harder than everybody else.
No, I can't tell the difference. And I don't see why anybody else should either. I mean, he can do just as much as we can.
Afton High School has 127 students, and most of them cheer for the Eagles on Friday nights. If you listen closely, you might notice the roar seems to be a little bit louder for one senior lineman who's found a way to shine. Despite facing daily challenges, his peers will never know.
You have all these dreams you expect your kids to do, and a diagnosis like that just seems to take a lot of your dreams away.
As much as we hate to admit, I mean, Caleb has a handicap. If Caleb didn't have cerebral palsy, he'd probably be an All-American. I mean, he's a good ball player. But he doesn't have the left side strength that most people have.
It's something I have to overcome. It's a stepping. I have to step over it, and I just have to overcome because it's the hand I was dealt. So I just have to play it the best I can.
Determined to blend in, Caleb gravitated to football and to his older brother.
He just would follow Ty everywhere. Wherever Ty went, he figured out a way to get there.
He's the reason I wanted to play. When we were little, he got to play first, and my parents didn't allow me to, and then I guess I practiced with them, and I did everything they did, and I got on his team. I couldn't catch the ball. No. That's what I remember the most is I couldn't catch.
Oh, it was a blessing because he was the younger one, but he always pushed me harder. He was the one who wanted to go play ball when we're 40 degrees out. It was too cold to even get out of bed, and he still wanted to go.
Do you see him any differently than anyone else?
No. Being his best friend and knowing what he can do, I don't see him any different.
Does he serve as an inspiration for this team?
A lot more so than what he thinks. I don't think he realizes how much he actually means to all of us.
He has an out. If he wanted to take it, he has one. He just never took it.
Happy Valentine's Day from the Big 12, who on this day, a day to celebrate all things lovey-dovey, has provided us with an opportunity to sit down and plan special dates with our one true love, college football.
No.
Sorry, wives, I know. The league has announced its schedule, and its conference schedule is good. Big news, no Missouri, no Texas A&M this season. Sub in TCU and West Virginia.
And Bobby, the moment we've all been waiting for.
If you like those cows, you're going to love our sports
What
cast.
a treat.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to rename this show Animal Hour. Total dominance on the Napa Sports Desk tonight. Nobody in the Summit League has been able to beat Oral Roberts this season. There have been a few close calls, but coming into tonight's matchup with IPFW, the Golden Eagles are 8-0 in league play. They're so hot, in fact, that hair is turning yellow. That's Damon Bellholter's new do right there. Like it. First half, IPFW, they played like they were undefeated. Justin Jordan hits the long three. Mastodon's up 10. Then ORU heats up from behind the arc. That's Dominic Morrison. He knocks down the 3 ball. ORU's down just 2. Then coming up off the steal, Warren Niles hits another one. ORU's up 1. But that's like watching paint dry compared to this. It's armadillo racing at the Mabee Center. Students urging the animals to get to the finish line by just simply blowing on their backs. It looks like more fun than the game, actually. I love that. Morrison, deep 30 feet away, knocks it down before the shot clock. He nails it. He had 27 points. Wasn't perfect. There was racing, though. 65-54, Golden Eagles win. They're 9-0 in Summit League play. When a friend needs your help, it's impossible to ignore them. The OSU football team is sharing the basketball family's pain, but Mike Gundy's team has to try to focus in on playing a game tonight. OSU takes its number 2 BCS ranking to Iowa State. John Holcomb is on the road with a team whose thoughts are at home. All right, forget everything you ever learned in school. From here on out, West is actually East. The Big East Conference is expected to add 5 new schools by tomorrow, some of which are 3,000 miles away. So the sun rises and sets in the Big East now. The big draw is the league's automatic bid to the BCS. Boise State is a big get for the league. The Broncos and San Diego State will join and play football only. 3 Conference USA schools will join the league for all sports: Houston, SMU, and Central Florida. These schools will toss geography to the wind and start playing in their new league in 2013. Now what? Humpty Dumpty was in better shape than the BCS. 3 of the top 5 teams lose this weekend, including the Pokes and the Sooners. And that means OU's national title hopes are gone, and OSU's are barely hanging on. How about an afternoon matinee for Tulsa today? Men hosting Southeastern Louisiana Lions. Stephen Idlet was roaring early. Career-high 23 points for him. Perfect 9 for 9 from the floor. That's a great game when you don't miss. He's not going to miss this one. Really close, and that's high percentage. That's a dunk for him. 13-point lead for Tulsa at the half. Scotty Harrelson had a nice game. He hits a 3-pointer there. He finished with 10 points. And check out the fancy move by Joe Richard. The spin off the glass. Tulsa's 2-0 this year, 67-52 the final. The game of the day comes from Cheese Country. ORU ladies at Wisconsin. Early first half, Jay Davis hits a 3-pointer. Wisconsin's up 2, but the Badgers had a rough day. 22 baskets. ORU had 23 steals. Kevy Looper up to J.C. Bingham to Jordan Pyle for 2, and Oral Roberts is up 10. Kevy Looper's the star. She knocks down the jumper. She had 34 points. First win over a Big Ten opponent since 1997 for ORU. 80-63 the final. ORU ladies on the court in Norman hosting Sacramento State. Oklahoma up 79-31 when they get the steal. In for the easy layup right there by Deshaun Harden. Next OU possession, Whitney Hand is going to dish to Aaron Ellenberg, who drives inside and knocks down the short jump shot. Sooners win big, 117-55. Take it easy. Season opener for the OSU ladies today. No problems with Rice. Cowgirls breezed by the Owls this afternoon, 96-60 the final. 5 different players scored double-digit points for OSU. Kendra Suttles led everyone, 27 points and 12 rebounds for her. How about some NFL? Cowboys and Bills, and this was all Dallas. Tony Romo to Des Bryant, 34 yards. Just like that, 7-0 Cowboys, and it would get worse. Later on in the first quarter, Laurent Robinson is going to catch a 5-yard touchdown pass from Tony Romo. Cowboys need this. 14-0, they lead early on. Then the one highlight for Buffalo, David Nelson is going to catch a touchdown pass. and he celebrates by doing what? Well, of course, he hands the ball to a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader who just happens to be his girlfriend. I don't know if anyone in the stands knew that. It's kind of awkward, maybe. She can't cheer. It's the other team. What are you doing? 44-7, Dallas in a blowout. Chiefs and the Fighting Tim Tebows today in Kansas City. Super Tim gets the Ponies on the board with a touchdown run right there. 7-zip early, and then Tebow completed 2 passes all day long. 2, count them. This one counted. 56 yards to Eric Decker. 17-10, the Fighting Tara Vreelands win. Chiefs now 4-5. Finally tonight, chill out, it's hockey. Oilers hosting the Thunder tonight. Wichita lights the lamp first, though. Andrew Martins scores on the power play, 1-0 Thunder. But Tulsa comes back with its own power play goal. Sean Erickson rips one right past the goalie to tie it, and it ends in a good way. Oilers go on to win 4-3.
Good job,
Not
Oilers.
as exciting as your Broncos winning.
Happy for them. What would you do if you were the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader and your boyfriend's on their team?
I'd give her a wink and say, I'll see you later.
She didn't know what to do. She kind of stood there.
Football.
She didn't know what to do. She couldn't cheer for the other team.
Conversing with the enemy. Come on.
We're all friends here.
Not there.